Rolfing. It's a type of massage where it's really aggressive, like hard ass massage.
You mean petrissage?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
But I know it's basically like hard squeeze massages.
Okay.
You know, I like.
So I'm going to use the real word, and you're going to use the made up word then.
Let's turn to Google, shall we?
How do you spell Rolfing?
What did you say? Petrissage?
Yeah, petrissage. You do effleurage, then you do petrissage.
Uh-huh. Okay. What is Rolfing? Hands-on physical manipulation session, sometimes called the recipe.
The recipe? Never heard of that one. Is that like ART?
I don't think it's that. Oh, God. Computer, stop it. Fuck you. You know what? I'm doing this on my phone. Doing it on this computer.
Yeah, don't look up random shit on the thing they can see. They'll see all your porn.
It wasn't there. First of all, it was on the other screen.
They'll see all of your porn.
Second of all, it's all incognito. They can't know.
They can't know?
They can't know.
They can't
If it's
know.
incognito, they'll never know. That's what
But
it
yeah,
says.
how do you spell that?
Rolfing. Rolfing. Now, what was yours?
Petrissage.
Okay. How do you spell that?
Petrissage. Rolfing, Montreal. What the hell?
Petrissage. Massage movements with applied pressure, which are deep and compress underlying muscle. Okay.
The Rolfing?
Deep tissue.
The Rolfing Association in Canada?
Okay.
This feels like a joke!
Okay, you're talking about deep tissue massage?
Yeah.
I'm talking about real hard squeeze stuff that's more than just deep tissue. I've done a deep tissue massage before.
Yeah.
Felt pretty good. I could go a little bit harder.
Okay.
Rolfing.
What are the benefits of Rolfing?
Rolfing.
How have I never heard of that?
Rolfing fucks you up, bro. Rolfing fucks you up. And
This is ART.
it's like...
Yeah, this is a version of ART or gua sha or something.
Or what?
Gua sha.
What is that?
It's a fucking it's a Chinese fucking massage modality that's a lot about scraping.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah. It's pretty intense, and it's about getting all those knots and kinks and shit, whatever.
This I think used to be called like trigger point massage back in the day, back before it became its own fucking discipline. Then
it's basically like it hurts in the moment it happens, and then it doesn't hurt after that. It feels relief. You feel
yeah, that
relief
sounds a lot like
afterwards.
trigger point massage.
Okay.
Just fucking jam your elbow in there until it stops hurting.
Well, congratulations. We both arrived at different but correct conclusions.
Alternatively, it could be similar to Nemo or Nimmo.
Petrissage. Look, there's a New York Times article called Rolfing, excruciatingly helpful. There you go.
Well, I learned something new today.
So did I.
I'm sorry if I was sassy.
I'm not.
Damn.
I wasn't sassy.
So you're not sorry that I was sassy, so I will continue to be sassy. Great, thank you.
So, Brain Age is back.
That's cool. I'd rather have a game that teach me about like
Rolfing?
about rolfing or cupping.
Cupping?
Yeah.
Now, I've heard of cupping.
Yeah, you've heard of cupping.
Now, why are you talking about cupping?
Well, it's another massage thing. Well, maybe, sometimes. And also, every time I think of cupping, do you know what I think of? I think about the guy in The Protector that gets fucking kneed into hell from Tony Jaa.
Okay, that's not the cupping I'm thinking of.
What kind of cupping are you thinking of, Woolie?
The verb that applies to what you do with your hands. To things.
Oh, you mean deportment?
You're just saying words now. You're just saying words now.
No,
Stop.
Deportment's
Stop.
the hacking and the cupping and the beating.
Just stop it. Enough with you. God.
What?
Jesus Christ. Anyway.
You want to talk about reflexology? It's bullshit.
No. I don't.
Your
I remember
meridian lines are really tight in your fucking metatarsals.
I started shitting on chiropractors, and Min was like, "What? No, what are you talking about? That's fine. That's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing." And I was like, "I don't know, man. I saw like a huge episode about like how much it's not super proven in any way." And he's like, yeah, well, my uncle runs a business, so shut up.
So here's
I was like, oh no.
here's the thing with chiropractors. It's not a scientific endeavor. It is a like theoretical, practical thing.
Yeah.
So of course it's not going to stand up to a lot of scrutiny.
No.
And the main fear about chiropractors is that when they do a rotary break, which is when they twist your neck,
It's risky.
it's part of the diversified palmar stuff. But if they do it too hard, which a lot of them do, fucking snap your arteries.
100%.
And you can die, or you can get a coma. You can do all sorts of fucking horrible shit.
No, I caught an episode of Bullshit way back in the day with Penn and Teller about that specifically.
And if you have a herniated disc or something like that, and they just start pushing and prodding on it and they don't know what they're doing, they can make your herniated disc way the fuck worse.
So I haven't
way worse.
I'm not up to date with the latest, but I will say that from what I recall years ago, it was one of those things where they're like, let's look into all these pseudoscience sounding practice things.
Yeah.
And then they're like, in conclusion, like, there's all these businesses out there, and like, yeah, you can sell homeopathic things with like the water that touched this thing or whatever the fuck, right? But
Homeopathy is fucking hilarious.
But I'm not even going there. I was just gonna say there's the two where they were like, okay, hypnosis and acupuncture, we don't know why they fucking work, but they do.
Well, I can tell you why.
So based on the results, that's pretty real.
I can tell
and
you,
we don't get it.
I can tell because I do keep up to date with this stuff.
Okay.
Hypnosis and acupuncture work for two very similar reasons. In fact, it's the same similar reason.
Please don't say placebo.
It's placebo.
Come on.
Acupuncture was thought to beat placebo, and turns out those studies from the 70s were done wrong. And when the studies were redone, it does not beat placebo. Acupuncture is placebo.
It's placebo?
Yes. A significant amount of chiropractic is also placebo. However, most of the medical professionals that I've talked to will tell you basically,
wow.
I think the one my sister's doctor told her, I don't know about chiros. Some of them are good and will help you, but because the profession is not actually scientific, the bad ones will kill you.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Yes,
but
there's absolutely a chiro that can probably help you with a crick in your back or your lower back thing. But if a bad one can totally kill you.
Okay, but here's the that's so acupuncture, sure. Now, but isn't hypnosis by nature placebo?
Yes.
But it's like they're selling you placebo.
Yes.
It's canned and packaged.
And people who are extra susceptible to placebo are going to probably work really well with hypnosis.
Therefore, hypnosis is real because placebo being real in that case.
So the most confusing thing about placebo is the placebo is real.
Yes.
Even though it's fake, if it's fake and it works, it's real.
But and hypnosis is openly about using effectively the placebo effect to help you.
Yeah.
Therefore, that makes it real.
But it only works on some people.
But it is placebo.
Yeah.
For better and for worse. That's hilarious.
So the way that hypnosis breaks down is that you have about 10% of the population, which is denoted as highly suggestible.
Great. Yeah.
High suggestibility includes vivid imagination and stuff like that. So there's a very famous woman back in, I think it was the 60s, who could not have...
Min says this topic upsets him.
who could not have painkillers during her upcoming birth, and it was going to be a bad birth, like very difficult, very long. Mm-hmm. So in advance, they discovered that she was highly hypnotizable, and were able to cause her to go into a hypnotic state in which she would sing, and she was a talented singer. And there's a really fucked video of her giving birth while singing an opera ballad.
I know that video. Yes, I know that video.
And no pain because she's not there.
She's not there. Yeah.
That's 10% of people could reach that.
Yes.
The other 10% of people are people like me who don't have vivid imaginations. And when you talk to them and they go, imagine this, and they go, but it's not. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. You're going to get nowhere. There's like nothing. And everybody else falls somewhere along the middle.
Level 99, level 99 hypnosis, you get to the next level in the future. We create the new term placebologist.
Yeah, placebologist.
You will be a placebologist, and you're like, I'm here to sell you bullshit.
Yeah,
in
and
your
you'll
own,
believe it,
and you will believe it. Yes, your own mind.
Got that panel from JoJo slapped on.
Sit on right there. This is what we do.
Did I ever talk?
And you're like, okay, come into this room. Here, hold these balls. Hold these objects. Play this music. What's going on? I don't know. There's some people, there's some monks on the roof praying for you right now.
Yeah. So that's something I want to talk about. But in terms of men's...
And you're like, do you feel better? I do feel better. Wait, let me turn the volume up. Yeah.
in terms of...
Bullshit blazing.
In terms of chiropractic and Min's uncle, I'm sure he does a good job, right? A bad chiropractor can kill you or make you worse. An average chiropractor, you'll feel probably better because you'll get placeboed, and then somebody will, push on your back a little bit, and you'll feel better. And a really talented one might be able to help you with some issues. I remember a decent piece of advice that I remember hearing from, because I watch a lot of this stuff on YouTube, was that if you walk into a chiropractor's office and they tell you that they can give you weight loss, increase your focus, cure all of your headaches, fix your back, make you taller, increase your sex drive, etc., fucking turn around and leave.
You sure, bro? Because these magnets are pretty powerful.
Right? But if you walk in and they go, your back seems a little fucked up, I think we can stretch you out a bit and take pressure off your back. Maybe that's okay. If they're highly reviewed and no one has been murdered by them.
Yeah, listen, assuming Min's family hasn't murdered anybody in chiropractic context, then yay. But that's the thing about that one in particular that I always was coming at hard, because I saw videos of like them snapping kids' necks, and I just fucking every time I see it.
There's an Australian guy.
It's terrifying.
There's an Australian guy that I used to watch that he killed his whole YouTube channel because he was a baby with colic that he performed an adjustment on. And people went nuts, and I don't even blame them for going nuts because it looks real fucking bad. And I'm like, I don't know, man, that seems really bad. Right?
Fuck.
That seems really bad.
I mean, maybe the fact that their bones are more rubbery at that age makes it a little bit easier, but stop. Don't do it. And just because you believe in someone else that, because it's, anyway, whatever.
It's really fascinating if you watch enough of that documentation that you see two things. You see guys that are pulling x-rays out, doing, an hour of examination. You're seeing, like, asking about your whole medical history. And then you see the guy who's like, all right, come on in. Sits you down and goes, pop, 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 pop. Good, you're great, you're good. And you're like, I don't think that guy's a real doctor.
Is your baby supposed to crack? Should it be making that noise? It's a new body.
Yeah. The most important thing that you would learn out of all this is that there's nothing wrong with cracking your own joints.
Don't snap the baby. Yeah.
Don't snap the baby. That's a good... I love popping my knuckles in my neck, man. It's the best. I recently, like 2 years ago, learned how to pop my upper back. But I can't get my toes.
So, shout-outs to the Mortal Kombat movie. The first one.
Yeah.
Because
excellent use of chiropractic technique on Kano.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but there's that one scene where this random martial artist jumps out and he fights Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
And he gets frozen and killed. But before he gets frozen and killed, like an idiot, he does this cool kata thing, and then he stretches inward and then turns his muscles and goes outward and goes, ah! And that's like a big intimidating pose. And I was like, that looks like it feels really good for your back.
It feels like it's
and then ever since then, I've been kind of doing that, and I'm leaning against the door frame, and like you really get the insides when you lean up both arms against the door frame, and it feels really good. Thanks, Mortal Kombat. Anyway, don't snap the baby. Don't crick the toddler.
Don't do it.
But
only go to a chiropractor that your trusted doctor recommends to you.
Yeah, sure.
because they would know.
And your chiropractor is not your doctor.
Yes.
that's another important distinction to make. Man. I think
Also, aromatherapy, acupuncture, reflexology, homeopathy, all that, it's all nonsense. It's all placebo.
the truth is placibology.
You know what the worst part is? When you tell people these things placebo and they go, "Aw, it's possible that you have actually negatively impacted their health by taking a real placebo effect away from them."
Yes. Which is why placibology will embrace the fact that your belief is your power.
Yeah.
And fully try to find the right way to fill your mind with bullshit.
All I'm saying is the anti-spirals hate these magnets.
Until it works. Until it works. We'll try shit until it works. An office full of nonsense and creative, whatever, mumbo jumbo. We've got 80 vials of different flavors of water, aka Michael Jordan's secret stuff.
You know what the craziest thing about homeopathy is? You know that it's about diluting things to cure you? Mm-hmm. So the idea is that you take the thing that would poison you, dilute it by 100 times, and then use that, and that'll cure you.
Like a vaccine.
Did you know that the more diluted it is, the stronger it is?
Why is that?
Because it's reversed and it's more potent. So let's say you were to buy a dilution of arsenic or whatever the fuck on the internet that had been diluted 10,000 times in water, at which point it is doubtful a single molecule of the original substance remains. It will retain that memory, and that memory will be 10,000 times stronger as a cure. Because of the memory of the water.
The water memory.
Yes. Let's ignore the obvious water memory of shit and piss going by this logic.
Listen, man, I tried to go into this conversation avoiding the word Reiki. But you're making it difficult not to.
Oh, man.
But I'm putting up a hard wall and saying we're not going to get into Reiki or crystals. We're not doing it. That's a hard wall.
You like that part in Astral Chain where somebody tried to sell you crystals?
No, not there yet.
Oh, no, you passed it then.
Oh, well.
It's somebody in Union Square. They're trying to sell you crystals. They're like, hey, man, when you're trying to find Jenna Anderson,
fuck that.
You go to talk to somebody, it's like, well, I haven't seen Jenna Anderson, but I do have something that can help. And you're like, what? These crystals.
Yeah.
And then you're like, fuck.
That goddamn S-Link in P5 where she actually helps you with her bullshit.
I've got an extended family member that like relative of a relative kind of thing that she's an old lady, and every time you talk to her, she's on a new ideology. Mm-hmm. Tarot, numerology, etc.
Yeah. You've made up your mind that you want your life to be a certain way, and like it's going whatever fits those puzzle pieces doesn't have to be factual.
Yeah.
But you're going to keep searching for the puzzle piece to
You know what
click
that
in.
is? That's the forever Chuny.
Chunin
Bio?
Yeah.
Fucking anime ass.
Yeah.
12-year-olds.
Yeah.
I need my whole life to be that. They said. The real world isn't good enough. I need magic.
You disregard facts and you acquire currency. You do whatever it takes to fit in. And yeah, everyone's got that aunt, everyone's got that family member.
Yeah.
I've got a cousin that definitely shows up at the family dinners and like literally and unironically has the Facebook posts that say "Wake up, sheeple."
Nice.
Unironic use of "Wake up, sheeple."
Well, wake up, man. What are you doing?
So
what are you doing?
He was a bit bummed when I informed him that like sometimes Facebook will follow up your posts with a Snopes post automatically, just so you know.
Oh man, I just remember my favorite thing about homeopathy. It's like, well, you're making fun of homeopathy. It's like the same thing as vaccines, and then you go, shut up. Shut up.
The immune system in the water. Anyway.
Just shut your fucking mouth.
All right, let's All right, I said it. I didn't want to say it, but there you go. Chakras.
I recently knew a fan of the show that got fucking chickenpox as an adult. In their 20s. That sucks, man.
That's not good.
And I did not know this. This is a dumb one. I did not know there was a chickenpox vaccine. And the reason I did not know this
isn't that one of those diseases that becomes something else when you get it as an adult?
No, it's two things. So just to finish, I didn't know there was a chickenpox vaccine because a year or two before I was supposed to get it, I got chickenpox. Got chickenpox when I was like 3.5. So fuck me.
Shingles.
If you get it the second time as an adult or as an old person, it becomes shingles.
Yeah, and then you're fucking dead.
No. My grandfather had shingles.
I thought it was lethal.
No, you wish it was fucking lethal. It's chickenpox for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Oh.
And it sucks ass.
I learned through someone.
No.
Or I think my mom might have told me that, like, yeah, chickenpox as an adult is something else, and it's way, way worse.
It can be dangerous if you're really old because you're weak and your immune system might suck ass. But it mainly just hurts like fuck and lasts forever.
Okay.
And will leave horrible scars.
Okay. If you get it the first time as an adult?
So I don't know if you're familiar with this, but chickenpox is super herpes. Mm-hmm. So it's forever.
Which and you know, like that, and herpes is also just fucking cold sores on
herpes is just
like the location and time changes the name.
It's identical to chickenpox. It's a little more common.
How old were you when you got it, and what part of your body is it
did
on?
your aunt kiss you at the fucking funeral?
Yeah. And
then you got it? Okay. Yeah. Were you an adult? And
I never got enough data on what this is or isn't, but
yeah, chickenpox is a form of super herpes that is your entire body. Mm-hmm. And it's usually, for some reason, weak enough that when you beat it, you fucking kick its shit in, and it will never recur. Which
is why they say, like, oh, he got it, bring your kid over.
Yeah, and that's why you get all the kids sick.
Yeah.
But also, you probably shouldn't do that.
It's a pretty common practice.
Yeah, but you probably shouldn't do that. You should probably just get your kid fucking vaccinated so they don't get it in the first place, because it sucks. Because shingles is when your body gets shitty enough that it no longer stops fighting it back all the time, and all of a sudden your body erupts in sores all over, and it's bad.
Okay. So it's not lethal.
No, but it's bad.
It just sucks.
You don't want it.
Yeah. And you can give it to other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming they don't have chickenpox.
Or...
Because, like, Woolie,
are inoculated.
Did you ever get chickenpox?
No.
Okay. So I have chickenpox inside me right now.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Because it's forever.
Okay.
It's literally forever, right? I can't give you chickenpox because it's lying deep inside my nervous system. So I would probably have to, like, slice myself open and drag my basal root ganglia on your basal root ganglia, which I don't think is likely. But if I, 20 years from now got shingles, stay the fuck away from me.
Okay. Yeah, see, I got vaccinated.
Oh, then you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Some people are saying it can be lethal, but...
if Woolie, a lot can be lethal when you're old. You ever get the flu?
I've gotten the flu.
Flu kills tons of people every year.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're old and shitty.
For sure.
And they're weak.
Yeah, it's their time.
It's their time because they're weak.
Well, anyway.
The flu weeds out the chaff.
What if I increase my chakra?
No. What if you increase your chakra?
Can I...
You may be able to be sending waves of healing light
out.
Listen.
Let the healing in, push the shingles out.
I don't know if you know this, but people who live on islands, now we live on an island, have the healing power of that island and can send that energy outwards to friends and family, even over the phone, regardless of distance. All you have to do is close your eyes and go, I am sending you a healing light. Then you have to have the other person imagine a white healing light washing over them.
Can I sway my hands to
absorb it? You can sway your hands a little bit.
And then pull it all into a ball of Nen?
Yes.
And then shoot it out and yell Hadoken?
You can.
And then it hits you?
Good word use, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when it hits you, you now have the worst form of shingles all over your body. Yeah. And that's why the announcer says KO.
That's right. Before we leave this topic, I do want to ask, did I ever talk to you on this program or on video about the definitive effects of the power of prayer?
I remember there was a study that said that the placebo effect worked even in that context.
So it does, but there's an interesting twist to that. So they ran an experiment in which they had people going in for major heart surgery.
Yeah.
And they said, listen, you guys, you're the control group. Just go in for your heart surgery.
Yeah.
You guys, we're going to have St. Mary's congregation of fucking whatever over 2 towns over pray for the safe recovery of your blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And then you have group number 3, which is, hey, we got people praying for the other guys, but not for you.
Yeah.
Results came back. The highest death amount during surgery and the highest amount of people that had longer recoveries are from the group that was prayed for and told for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. The third group was they were prayed for but not told.
Not told, yeah.
Right? And it turns out that telling people going in for major surgery that people are praying for them tends to freak them the fuck out and makes them think that they're going to die, which affects their likelihood of death. So if you are going to send somebody that your prayers for any particular bad situation, do so in private and do not tell them, because you may kill them.
So I know about this story, and I remember hearing about like these crazy upsetting results.
They're the reverse of what you would want.
But the important thing about those results are based on the fact that like the people who you are praying for in that context are not people that are familiar with and normalized to prayer. Mm-hmm. These are people
who it's a random selection
that are like, what? Shouldn't be the reaction there, as opposed to the people who are like, yeah, if it was not me on this table, I would be praying for the other individual as well.
Well, I'm sure some of those people were.
So if you're in on it, then you're in on it. And if you're not, then it's weird and it endangers you. Yes.
Pray privately for people's health so that you don't accidentally kill them.
Evil placebos. Well, if they're non-believers to begin with, then yeah, you literally don't know what you're messing with.